Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from home. Today, I've got a really cool-looking beer, thanks to a beer day with TK, and this is the Strawberry Lemonade Tartknocker from Toxic Brewing Company out of Dayton, Ohio. And as he said in his video, he did a video review of it, and I'll drop that down below in the description. He bought this beer solely on the label artwork, and check that out. If all you remember, if any of you out there remember Beavis and Butthead, I used to be a big Beavis and Butthead fan. I remember watching it growing up, starting out with Liquid Television, then watching the series. And if you don't know, as crazy as it is, they're starting to make new episodes of Beavis and Butthead again. I think it's on like Paramount or something, and they release them on Comedy Central, which is pretty funny to see that they're like making new Beavis and Buttheads again. But this is obviously a reference to Beavis and Butthead. Super cool can art. I mean, I love this can art. I would totally buy this beer alone, just for the can art alone. Butthead's wearing a shirt that says Toxic. Beavis is wearing a shirt that says Brew. And they're kind of in the, in the fonts of the band shirts they normally wear. And this is like I said, it's a strawberry lemonade sour ale. It's 4% ABV, 15 IBUs. And let's see what else is cool in the can here. Tartknocker. Art by Jessica Poole at Rebel Tattoo. I'll make sure to put a link in the description to her. And you know what? Once again, Untapped says it's 4%. Can says 4.5%. So we're going with the can, 4.5%. I don't understand how Untapped is always so wrong. Can never trust Untapped. This is from Toxic Brew out of Dayton, Ohio. I got to get down there one of these days, hit some breweries. There's supposedly some good breweries out in Dayton, Ohio. Not much else on the can there. So let's get into this. I'm excited to get into this because, I mean, just the beer can art alone, that is so awesome. And this sounds like a beer that's right up my alley, especially on a warm summer evening like it is today. So on Untapped, this gets a 3.54 with only 174 check-ins. Nothing on Beer Advocate, which I'm surprised that there's so few check-ins on Untapped. I would think everybody in the world that drinks beers would see this can and buy it. And there are a bunch of different versions of this. There's just the Tartknocker beer, and then there's a bunch of different versions of the Tartknocker beer. And this happens to be, like I said, the Strawberry Lemonade Sour Ale. The color on that, you cannot see through that. I can see some chunks floating in it. Definitely can't see through that on my SRM chart. Since I can't see the 6, I'm going to give it a 7. I really need to print a new one of these out. So I'd give it a 7 on my SRM chart. And that head is pretty white, and it's just super, super fine bubbles. Very fine bubbles. And it is dissipating and just like slowly dissipating. But it's super fine bubbles there. As far as the smell is funky. Smells like a funky sour. That smell, it's got that sour smell. It's starting to make my mouth salivate. Now I will say, lemonade, totally love lemonade. Strawberry, it's going to depend. I am not a fan of that weird fake strawberry flavor, but I like fresh strawberries. I like a nice natural strawberry flavor. So if this is natural strawberry lemonade, this will be great. If it's that fake strawberry, I'm not going to like it. Time to find out. Oh. It's not as sour as I expected. But you do get a little tingling in the cheeks from it. Light bodied. It's like sour lemonade. Not getting a whole lot of strawberry on this one. And I don't know how old this can is. I should have looked at the bottom. Don't see a date on it. I think a beer day with TK reviewed this back in mid-April or so. And this is now mid-June. So it has been sitting in his fridge for a couple months. Not sure when he bought it, how old it was then. So maybe that's why I'm not getting a whole lot of strawberry. But it is like lemonade with a very, very light hint of fresh strawberry to counteract the sourness on the lemonade and the sour. But it's not sweet at all. It's not overly sour. If you hate sours, you might enjoy this. I mean, this isn't super sour. But it's got enough of that sour note that makes my mouth water. I keep wanting to go back for more, which is always a good sign. If I keep wanting to go back for more, the beer's a really good beer. It's making my mouth water. So this is 2 big horns up. One for the beer itself and one for the can art. And the name, I mean, Tartknocker with Beavis and Butthead on it. I mean, you're going to sucker me in every time. You put Beavis and Butthead on a can, you're going to sucker me in every time. Anything like I've mentioned before, music, things from my childhood, anything like that, I'm going to buy it. And this definitely, if I saw this on the shelf, I would definitely buy it. So 2 big horns up from me. I hope you all think my video is worth 2 big horns up. If you do, let me know down below. If you had Tartknocker, did you remember watching Beavis and Butthead? Do you have a favorite Beavis and Butthead episode? You know, Beavis and Butthead was an adventure, and drinking this beer was an adventure too, so embrace the adventure.